welcome. And wherever you're watching from, whether you're on YouTube or whether you're in the group chat there on Remo for our long list of nominees, thank you for joining us this afternoon. I'm Michael Petch and I am the Editor-in-Chief of 3D Printing Industry. If you're not familiar with 3D Printing Industry, we are an online publication covering the additive manufacturing and 3D printing sector, which we have done so for almost 10 years now. Well, the awards, though, those are a little bit younger. Those were started in 2016 and have grown fantastically since then. As the title sequence showed, we do decide this by a public vote. The title sequence was slightly misleading, actually, because in fact we had 140,000 votes this year for the awards, which is a phenomenal number, and I'm very pleased to see so many people getting involved with this competition. Normally we'll be hosting this event at a venue somewhere in London. It'll be a lovely three-course meal. Today we are hosting in London, but we are in our offices here in central London. So it's been an interesting couple of years, and one where we've seen the industry rise to the challenge, really, of the pandemic and the breakage within the supply chain. We've seen the industry become stronger and I think healthier than ever, with genuine initiatives during the pandemic that bridged competitive barriers and reflecting the collaborative approach that has become an ethos within our sector. So on the topic of the awards, if you're not familiar with how these are done, after beginning them in 2016, we haven't changed the selection process. We're open to feedback, but the process has remained the same. This is a competition that's decided by you, our readers, and people who are viewing the channel maybe today for the first time. So this is done by a public vote, and we've certainly been impressed by the passion on social media for this year's event. Now, if you are following the event on social media, then please use the hashtag 3DPI Awards. And of course, we are actually live, which might be a rather bold move given the task of coordinating almost 200 enterprises with representatives across the globe. Before we get into the main event today, though, I'd like to thank our sponsors, who are Marks & Clerk, Recruit, TÜV SÜD, AM Ventures and Protolabs. Protolabs for manufacturing the trophies, and Craftbot for providing the prize to James Novak, who was our winning designer at My Mini Factory, for hosting the design competition. We will be distributing those trophies at Formnext this year in Frankfurt next month. So without further ado, let's get on to our first category. Now, this category, Innovation of the Year, is sponsored by Marks & Clerk. If you don't know, Marks & Clerk were founded in 1887 in London and are now an international group of intellectual property service providers, and are represented here today by Thomas Prock. Thomas leads the Marks & Clerk practice group for additive manufacturing / 3D printing, and is a German, UK and European patent attorney. Thomas, are you there? Yes, I can. Fantastic. I thought, what a start, eh? Coming up shortly, the nominees. Here we go, let's have a look at the nominees, if you don't mind. Okay, so Thomas, perhaps you can tell us who has won this year's Innovation of the Year, please.
You'd run a video on the nominees, but there we go. The winner of the Innovation of the Year category is 3D Systems with their printer perfusion bioprinting platform.
Fantastic. And do we have, congratulations, do we have somebody from 3D Systems on the line?
Yes, this is Scott Turner. I'm with 3D Systems, and I'm so thankful to all of those that voted for this and Martine Rothblatt, who came together to take on the challenge of 3D printing organs, a daunting task at best, and to let us to invent a technology that we feel we're on that path today, and doing this, and so happy to be recognized.
Over there, and we look forward to seeing you in Frankfurt, hopefully. Right, over to a colleague of mine for the next award. So I'd like to introduce you to Paul Hanafi, who is a journalist here with 3D Printing Industry.
Thanks, Michael. So next up is the Aerospace, Automotive and Energy Award. This year's entries demonstrate the scalability and the drivetrain performance gains it's now possible to achieve using metal 3D printing, as well as the technology's growing potential in the oil and gas sector, with solutions including everything from engine upgrades to rocket launches and large format landing gear. The nominees for the Aerospace, Automotive and Energy Award are So, without any further ado, the winner of this year's Aerospace, Automotive and Energy Award are 3D Systems for its RF filter for the Airbus Aerospace.
Hi, Mike. Yes, would you like to say a few words?
The recognition. It was a tremendous collaboration with our team in Leuven, Belgium, with the Airbus team. And we're extremely excited about RF passive applications in the future. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike.
Okay, so here we go. Right, as you can see, it's a live event today, so please, I hope you're enjoying the show so far. I'm certainly having a lot of fun here. Our next category, though, is the medical, dental, or healthcare 3D printing application. So in this particular category, we see nominees representing a vertical where AM strengths continue to shine. So from aiding mass production in making millions of dental aligners to bridging supply chain gaps during the pandemic. And on the horizon are the bioprinting applications, and in the present are prosthetics that change the lives of wearers. Now, could we see the nominees, please? Okay, and the winner is of the medical, dental and healthcare application is the Sachi Ferrano Tel Aviv University 3D Can Predict ERC project for the 3D printed glioblastoma model. And I believe we have Professor Ronit here as well to accept the award.
Oh, thank you, Michael. Thanks everyone for voting for us, and thank you for the recognition and this great honor receiving the 3D Printing Industry Award. This is a great for myself and for the whole team at my lab at Tel Aviv University at the Faculty of Medicine. We have a great team behind, a multidisciplinary team led by Lena Neufeld, the PhD student in my lab, who work together with many other students to develop a glioblastoma model, a brain cancer, very aggressive brain cancer with perfusable blood vessels, to develop personalized medicine approach to predict which drug will fit which patient. So thank you very much. We really appreciate this.
Congratulations, and we'll make sure we get the award to you as well in due course. Thank you for the great work. Thank you very much. Okay, now I'd like to hand over to my colleague Hayley Everett, who is going to be presenting the Academic Research Team or Project Award.
So next up, as Michael said, we have the Academic Research Team or Project of the Year Award. From advances in stem cell 3D printing and repurposing waste for biomaterials to new AM design methods and improving supply chains, research teams and groups across the world are continuing to aid the acceleration of 3D printing. And so, the nominees for this year's Academic Research Team or Project of the Year Award are and the winner is the Creative Design and Additive Manufacturing Lab, the University of Auckland. I believe we have Professor Ola Dikul. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you very much for joining us. I know it's. I hope it's not too inconvenient time there to be online. Great start to the day. Okay, I hope you can hang around and enjoy the rest of the show. So anyway, let's move on to our next category, which is the Material Company of the Year, and this was very hotly contested actually, with a lot of votes coming in, spanning really a range of the increased number of materials and how material qualification as well in particular has expanded the reach of AM. We've seen that sustainability is now the focus and no longer a buzzword in the industry then for many in additive, whether in the form of biodegradable filaments that use replenishable raw ingredients or extending the use of powder for SLS processes. We're seeing sustainability really has become a center of stage for many additive companies. Now the nominees in this category are also ascending the polymer pyramid, just try saying that, with carbon-filled composites and biocompatible PECs. So anyway, without further ado, here are the nominees for the 3D Printing Industry Awards Material Company of the Year. Okay, welcome back. Right, okay, so let's see who is the winner of this award. So, Material Company of the Year goes to Filamentum. Do we have someone from Filamentum with us we can bring on stage? Yes, we do. Fantastic. Oh, we did have somebody from Filamentum. I certainly saw them there for a moment. Maybe we can get them back if that's possible. Let's see if we're having a technical hitch, one of those moments. Let's see if we can bring, do apologise for this, but certainly Filamentum have one, I believe, what really sort of caught people's imagination was the non-oilen filament, which is made from biodegradable materials. It's a polymer for FFF processing and is relatively unique, I think, in the space. So let's just see if we can bring back Filamentum. Do we have Filamentum? Okay, well, looks like we're going to be moving on to the next category. I do apologise, but we will certainly get that award out to you anyway. So the next category is going to present is the TÜV SÜD Sustainability Award. And to present this category is Paul Hanafi, a journalist with 3D printing industry. Over to you, Paul.
Thanks, Michael. So moving on to the TÜV SÜD Sustainability Award, this category is designed to recognise the companies and organisations that have done the most to drive greater circularity, efficiency and general eco-friendliness across the 3D printing industry in the form of sustainable new materials, processes or wider initiatives. The nominees for the TÜV SÜD Sustainability Award are So, the winner of the TÜV SÜD Sustainability Award 2021 is Fishy Filaments. I believe we should have Ian Fogman, CEO of Fishy Filaments, on the line. Hi, well done. Have you got anything to add?
Just say a massive thank you to all the voters and to all our shareholders. We have about 950 of them dotted around the world in 35 different countries. We are a child of crowdfunding, so we're a grassroots organisation, super small and driven by people's genuine wishes rather than anything else. So we're really grateful for all the voters and all our shareholders, and also the fishermen for bringing their nets back in and doing their bit. Thanks.
All right, thanks very much, Ian, for joining us, and hopefully we get a chance to test some of your material at some point soon. So on to our next category, which is the 3D printing software tool or company of the year. Now, obviously, a critical part of the trifecta of 3D printing. Without software, hardware would lay idle, and materials simply gather dust. So from companies powering the rise of Industry 4.0 to AI-powered platforms and the design tools that enable ideas to spring to life. Anyway, these are the nominees for the 3D printing software tool or company of the year. Welcome back. Okay, thank you everyone who was able to join us today. So let's see, and a quick drum roll, who has won. And the winner is Materialize Magics. So hi, Stefan, how are you?
Doing great, obviously. Well, thanks to all of the voters. Thanks for this great recognition. I think I speak for everyone when I say that it's been really a tough period with COVID hitting the world, also not being able to go out. I must say now in the past month, I'm going out again, meeting customers, seeing what is happening with 3D printing on the shop floor. And there it's always very rewarding to see magics really ingrained within the processes, the workflows of these champions of additive manufacturing, and seeing how magics enables them to do their magics, their magic basically. We continue to innovate. It's great to see that all of our users are recognizing this, thanks to this reward, and it really proves that we are building the future of additive manufacturing together on these firm foundations that are magic. So thanks everyone.
Thank you for joining us, Stefan, as well. Have a great day. Okay, now on to our next category, which is the desktop non-FFF 3D printer of the year. So to introduce this category, I will be handing you over to our commercial director at 3D printing industry, and that is Oscar Miliani-Gallini. How are you doing, Oscar?
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today on our 4th 3D Printing Industry Awards. Some of you may know me, some of you don't, but I'd like to thank all of our sponsors and also all of our partners over the years who've allowed us to put on such excellent events for you guys. And now the next award coming up is the Desktop Non-FFF 3D Printer of the Year. So this has been a segment of the industry that's had a lot of interesting competition building up over the past year or so. So without further ado, the winner of this year's Desktop Non-FFF.
Run the nominees. The nominees are...
Alright, apologies for that. So now that you've seen the nominees for this category, I can announce that the winner is Formlabs with the Form 3. Unfortunately, Formlabs are not here to receive this award, so we'll just give it to Joseph Prusa instead.
Thanks, Oscar. No, we will be keeping that one aside for you, Formlabs, when we see you next, which hopefully won't be too long. And I think the joke there is that, yes, Prusa have certainly taken home a fair share of trophies in the past. So we've got a few more categories coming up, so I suspect there might be some more in there. We shall see. Anyway, on to the creative use of 3D printing, which is one of my favourite categories, and indeed you could say that creativity is unlocked with additive, and we see this across many aspects really, in the applications using 3D printing to improve patient outcomes or even to enhance energy efficiency. However, in this category, we focus on the continued application of 3D printing across the artistic, the fashion world and the creative worlds. And the nominees here are applying 3D printing to haute couture, to high street fashion. They're building robots destined for destruction and preserving cultural heritage. So without further ado, let's see the nominees for the creative use of 3D printing, please. Okay, and welcome back. Right, let's thank you for everyone for joining us today. Here we go. Let's have a look and see who is this year's winner of creative use of 3D printing, and it goes to Carbon and the Adidas Futurecraft 4D. Congratulations.
Thank you, Michael. I'm honored to be representing and thrilled to accept this award on behalf of our partner Adidas for their creative use of Carbon DLS. We believe this to be one of the biggest, one of the largest applications of 3D printing, and we're so excited to see the different ways that Adidas has harnessed Carbon's 3D technologies to develop better products in less time, and we're thrilled to be accepting this award. So thank you very much for the recognition.
Thank you for joining us, and great looking shoes. So hopefully see you soon. Right. Okay. Let's get into another company who's made today possible, really, and someone we've actually known for quite some time. So it's really my pleasure to introduce AM Ventures. From my early days running 3DPI, I've had the joy of knowing the AM Ventures team, and over the years we've worked together on several projects, including the Formnext Startup Competition, which originated with Arno Held, the managing partner. And also we've worked together as a member of the Rave Till AM committee that, together with Dimension, Free Your Mind, TÜV SÜD, and TÜV SÜD, provides a rather lively start to the fall next week. So I'm exceptionally grateful for their continued support, and especially for supporting and sponsoring the Startup of the Year. But before I bring AM Ventures on, let's have a quick video introduction to the company, please. Here we go.
The fascinating thing about additive manufacturing is the fact that it's the big interface bridging the gap between the digital world and the real world. For the first time in the history of manufacturing, we have infrastructure and technology in place where goods and products are designed on a purely digital way, and it's additive manufacturing that brings these products into the real world. We know everything about industrial 3D printing startups. We have scouted more than 2,000 companies all over the world. We know where they are becoming successful, we know why they are becoming successful, and we want to support the best of these.
The core of every successful startup is a very strong and synergetic team. And what we are looking for really are founders that have great entrepreneurial spirit, a great culture and great values they stand for, and last but not least, a very clear vision of what they want to achieve with their company.
From a technology standpoint, it's definitely that they tackle one of the biggest challenges of today, like sustainability, leveraging the potentials of additive manufacturing in this regard.
We are very happy to having great investors like KGaL joining our team and bring great competence in terms of structure and regulatory to the table, and therefore KGaL also supports us to continue the successful story of the past into the future.
Hi, so do we have Philip on the line? Philip Shortlists, who is the Senior Associate at AM Ventures and who will be presenting the Startup of the Year award. Are you there? I can hear you loud and clear, Philip. Good to see you.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks for the invitation and the nice introduction. Hello, everybody. Hello, chat. It's a great pleasure to be here and an honor to present the Startup of the Year award. At AM Ventures, we have been investing in early stage companies for over 6 years now, and we encountered more than 2,000 startups in this time, just in this particular industry. And some of these are already grown into established players today. So we think this shows the great dynamic of our industry and the general drive in it. We are convinced that startups play an important role in pushing the innovation and the market growth, either with faster hardware, new materials, more intelligent software, or by leveraging the advantages of AM for all kinds of new products. I is taking this opportunity every year to also put a spotlight on these smaller companies that are also a very important part of our community. So without further ado, here are the nominees for Startup of the Year.
Hey, so, right, welcome back. Okay, Philip, I believe you have the winner of this category. Oh, I think you're on mute.
Sorry.
That's
I
okay.
guess I got muted. So, winner for Startup of the Year is Slice Engineering. Congratulations.
Much. I don't know if I'm on air or not, but
you're live and loud and clear.
I'm live. All right.
Yes.
Thank you. This is fantastic. We're very, very thrilled to be accepting this award. My co-founder and I started this in a garage, and so it's very cool to now be on this global stage and be making an impact. We're really excited about that. So thank you to 3DPI and the whole team there, and also to all the people that voted. Thank you to the whole community. We're very appreciative.
Glad we can have you here. And yes, that is a reminder. Obviously, it's the readers who are doing the voting. So yes, really, it's first and foremost, we're just a facilitator here, if you like, to get the message out. But yeah, thank you for joining us. We'll make sure we get that trophy to you as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So next up is our category of the Enterprise 3D Printer of the Year, brackets metals. So from healthcare to defense, metal AM is at the core of cutting-edge applications both on this planet and beyond. So let's take a short look at some of these state-of-the-art systems with the nominees. Okay, and welcome back. And let's see who has won this category. Who could it be? Right, Metal Printer of the Year goes to the EOS M290. And thank you. I see you've got a lively bunch with you over there.
We are. Thank you so much. We're very honored that the M290 has been nominated and selected for this award by our users and our customers. We released the M290 in 2014 and have since installed over 1,000 M290s worldwide, making it the most popular metal AM system to date. We're obviously very proud that our customers continue to recognize this machine as their go-to for mid-frame systems, and that it's become the benchmark for quality in the additive manufacturing industry. One of our customers has described the M290 quite perfectly as being boringly reliable. So we thank you so much for your continued trust in our system, and we look forward to continuing to provide our customers with the right tool for their production.
Well, congratulations again from us, and I'm sure we will definitely see you in Frankfurt, and we'll have a trophy over there for you then. Thank you again.
Take care, thanks.
Thank you. So next up, we're going back to 3DPI's commercial director, Oscar Miliani Gallini, who's going to present the award for Enterprise 3D Printer of the Year, Polymers.
Yes, hello again everyone. This next award is indeed for Enterprise 3D Printer of the Year, but in polymers this time. And the polymer sector is something that is not lacking in creative applications. We've seen fashion, footwear, etc. being printed in this sector. So it's going to be a tough competition. So let's make way for the nominees and see who's in. Okay, well now that you've had a chance to look at all those wonderful machines, I can announce to you that the winner of this year's Enterprise 3D Printer of the Year in Polymers is the Carbon L1. So if we could call out Sophie Unwin to join us for this award. Thank you, Sophie. Can you hear me, Sophie? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Are you calling someone else, or shall I speak on behalf of Carbon? I'm sorry, I'm a little confused.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm sorry. I was getting some interesting comments in the background. Really appreciate accepting this award on behalf of Carbon. Want to thank 3D Printing Industry Awards not only for this entire process, but for managing this virtual event. This can't be easy. It's so much easier in person, but I really appreciate the efforts, especially during the pandemic. Also want to thank all of the voters out there for this recognition. The L1 printer was originally developed in around 2018 and used specifically for our production scale for elastomers. So the award my colleague Erica accepted on behalf of our partner Adidas, that all of those midsoles are printed on the L1. And we went on to print our helmets, saddles, and other elastomeric and used products on the L1. More recently, it's been used for clear aligner thermoforming, and that's been fabulous. But most exciting, in the past year, we released the L1 for general availability for customers to do rigid work on it. And it's really amazing to see the L1 in the hands of creators everywhere. And it's so exciting to see what our customers are using that platform for. So just excited to see what 2022 is going to bring us, and want to thank the industry again for this recognition.
Well, thank you very much, and congratulations on the victory.
Yes, indeed, and it's been it's been quite an experience putting this event on. I think we've got all manner of cables lying around the office now, so it's a bit of an obstacle course. People are managing to traverse it, and thank you for all joining us today from wherever you are. We've seen some great comments popping up in the chat, so I look forward to reading those in a bit more detail a bit later. Anyway, right, moving onwards. So now we come to 3D printing for a better world, and to present this award, I'll hand you over to my colleague Hayley Everett, who is online now.
Hi everyone, so next up we have the 3D Printing for a Better World Award, which highlights and celebrates 3D printing applications that seek to improve the lives of others. And the past 18 months have seen the 3D printing sector pull together to aid the COVID-19 relief effort, plug holes in global supply chains, improve the accessibility of medical care, and increase efforts to help combat climate change. So the nominees for this year's 3D Printing for a Better World Award are and the winners of the 3D Printing for a Better World Award is the EOS Initiative 3D Printing Against Corona. So can we bring is it Claudia from EOS up on screen, please? Oh, that's not Claudia, apologies. And do you have any words that you'd like to say to the audience?
Yes, for sure. So can you hear me, right? The 3D Against Corona platform was created in shortest time to link people at any place together. Immediately, it was fed with valuable information for hurry needs, available AM capacities, professional contacts to bring people together and to search demands and volume to this upcoming needs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you very much. Take care.
Congratulations again to EOSF for winning the 3D Printing for a Better World Award. Next up, now this is actually one of my favourites. So this is the award for the outstanding contribution to 3D printing. Now this award is distinguished from the other categories. You know, it is chosen by the 3D printing industry team here in consultation with our network. Previous winners include Dr. Hans Langer, founder of EOS, Dr. Adrian Boyer, OBE, an originator of the RepRap movement, and Fried van Kraayen, founder and CEO of Materialize. This year's winner has almost 3 decades of experience in additive manufacturing, holding the position of CTO at several enterprises. Our winner is someone who I've met many times at AM events across the world and is always certain to have illuminating words regarding the industry. And with a warm and welcoming manner, he's a natural bridge builder. His observation, as he told us recently, that parochialism delayed the mass involvement of key process researchers, manufacturing systems experts, and critical established machine tool builders led him to establish a major accelerator of additive technology development. That organisation builds links between industry and academia and has engendered a spirit of collaboration and cooperation across the industry. America Makes is operated, that's the organisation I'm referring to, is operated and managed by the National Centre for Defence Manufacturing and Machining, where our winner serves as President and CEO. So if you haven't already guessed, then I'm delighted to announce Ralph Resnick as the winner of the 2021 Outstanding Contribution to 3D Printing Industry Award. Many congratulations, Ralph. Do we have you on the line?
Excellent.
You do.
Marvelous.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Great to see you, Ralph.
Same here, Michael. I'd like to step outside with you, but I guess we can't do that here. So, number one, thank you for that illustrious introduction. I don't really deserve all of those laurels. It has been an outstanding career, and it's been the result of all the relationships that I have built up, all the people, the partners, the associates that have really come together and are working to advance our industry and help out global manufacturing. So I want to thank 3DP industry for continuing this fantastic effort of recognizing key people and key organizations in our community. And I congratulate everyone that's winning the awards and those that have been nominated. And want to thank you personally, Michael, for continuing to be a troubadour for additive manufacturing with the excellent publications that you put out and the events that you help organize and sponsor. So again, thank you to all for this recognition. It's very humbling, and I will treasure it.
Ralph, thank you very much for those lovely words, and I'm sure we're going to meet again, hopefully in the not too distant future, so we can certainly catch up then, for sure. But for now, well done, and great to see you.
Same here. Thanks, everyone.
Cheers, Ralph.
Okay, so let's carry on. Right, our next award is going to be presented by my colleague Hayley Everett, and it's the Value Added Reseller of the Year. So over to you, Hayley.
Thanks, Michael. So next up we have the Value Added Reseller of the Year Award, offering 3D printer training, full service installation, and ensuring responsive customer support are all ways that resellers and distributors of 3D printers, parts and consumables can go the extra mile for their customers. So let's see the nominees for this year's Value Added Reseller of the Year Award. And the winner is Matter Hackers. So, Mara, would you like to join us on stage?
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Congratulations. Would you want to say some words?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I always wear my heart on my sleeve, but right now I think I'm wearing my heart on my face. Very surprised and grateful. Thank you so much, 3D printing industry. Thank you to everybody that voted. I mean, it is the privilege of our lives at Matter Hackers to serve this community. Anytime you need 3D printers and materials, we are here for you, and we so appreciate that. You appreciate that. I got to give a special shout out to anybody out there that participated in our Maker Response Hub PPE efforts. The 15,000 3D printers that I know all y'all were running at that time, making a difference. Thank you for contributing to that effort. Matter Hackers hopes to be here for you for many, many years to come. Our educators, our government, our military customers, our Etsy shops, our major corporations, our small businesses. We just love being here for you with content and machines and materials, and just continuing to follow the industry and be a provider for whatever you need. So thank you. We here at Matter Hackers, our founders, Kevin Pope and Lars Brubaker, and everybody that works here, both in Southern California and Pennsylvania. We just so appreciate this. Thank you so much. Thank you, 3D printing industry.
Yeah, thank you, Mara, for joining us. And really, yeah, great to see how the company Matter Hackers have just developed and flourished over the years. It's really, really a joy, and you're at the core of a lot of the community activity as well, I know. So, and you support many of the YouTubers. So it's great to hear you and great to see you. So no doubt we'll bump into your show in the near future soon, I hope.
Thank you.
Cheers, Mara. Okay.
So now on to the next category, which is the scanning application or scanning company or metrology company. Now this award will be presented by my colleague Paul Hanafi. Paul, are you there, and are you able to introduce this category for us, please?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm back for more awards. So this time, I'm back to announce the 3D Scanning or Metrology Company of the Year. This award seeks to recognise the scanner manufacturers that have made an outstanding contribution to the industry over the last year, or those that have taken part in some of the great initiatives around them, whether that be the launch of a new device or applying existing ones to unlock new reverse engineering, aero modelling, or even artefact preservation applications. The nominees for 3D Scanning or Metrology Company of the Year are So those were our amazing nominees for this. The 3D Scanning Company or Metrology Company of the Year are Scan the World and the Google Arts and Culture Initiative. Congrats, guys. Have we got John on the line? Well done for the award, John. Have you got anything that you'd like to say to our audience today?
Well, thank you to everyone for nominating us. Scan the World really stands for its work with the community, making art accessible to everyone around the world. So, I mean, that's testament that sort of it's coming back to us, I suppose. So yeah, big thank you to everybody, and lovely working with all the other scanning manufacturers who are out there nominated, and congratulations to everyone else who was nominated and awarded with an award. And thank you 3DPI for putting this on. Well done.
Okay, and thank you, John. Great to see you.
Likewise.
Great to see you here. So, okay, right now we are moving on with the next, I believe, the next category, which is the Company of the Year, and in particular, that is the Company of the Year Enterprise Edition. So, please bear with us with a few technical hitches. I know everyone's been very, very forgiving in the chat and understanding but this is not our regular sort of activity, but we're sort of getting used to it and getting into it. We might be seeing a bit more of us on YouTube in the future, we'll see. Anyway, so let's have a look at the nominations for the Company of the Year Enterprise, please. Okay, here we go. So the winner of the Company of the Year, I see a lot of representatives have joined from across the world. So thank you for taking time out of your day. Hello, everybody. Let's see who is in this envelope. And Company of the Year is Autodesk. Hey, how are you doing? Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it's always a joy to be here with 3DPI and working with you all. And thank you, obviously, to everyone who voted for us. It means the world to us. We're constantly working on making even better workflows and additive. And yeah, it's always a pleasant surprise and joy to win an award like this. So thank you again, everyone.
Well, thanks for joining us as well, Paul. Great to see you. And
it's great to see you too.
No doubt our paths will cross again in the not too distant future.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. Right. Well, moving on. We are in the home stretch now. So just a couple more awards to do. I'm just being handed an envelope here. Marvelous. Okay. So I've got the envelope in my hand now for the next category, which is Company of the Year Personal. Now, let's have a look at the nominations for that category, if you don't mind, producers. Okay, welcome back. All right. Okay, lots of familiar names popping up there in the nominee list, and some familiar faces on the on the Remo event as well. So let's have a look who wins Company of the Year Personal. And the winner is Prusa Research. Hey Joe, how are you doing?
I'm now doing wonderful, thank you. And I would love to greatly thank our wonderful community for bringing us here. And it always feels like we are just at the start of what we can achieve. So it is wonderful, and I am speechless.
And this year, you didn't even have to find a jacket.
Yeah, I miss the in-person event. It was wonderful, but you know, better safe than having fun.
Yeah. Well, we'd love to welcome everyone back next year. Fingers crossed on that. But congratulations again. Cheers. Indeed. Okay, let's move on to our show next, Van Class. Our penultimate category, which is the desktop FFF polymers 3D printer of the year, or desktop FFF polymer 3D printer of the year even. So without further ado, let's take a look at the nominees, please. Okay, welcome back. Okay, let's take a look and see what we've got in this envelope. And a winner of this category is the original Prusa i3 MK3S. Do you have another glass?
I do. Maybe I should have brought a bigger one. So Mark 3S Plus is on the roll, and it's proving to be unstoppable because what we hear from our customers, they are using it for years and they still love it, and they are buying more and more and more. We have them in automotive because it is wonderful. You can get 40 printers for the price of one of the bigger ones. We saved the Skoda Auto production, and we printed 250,000 face shield just in our company on them. So I'm very grateful that Mark III is doing so well, and I can't wait what the future will bring soon.
Us too. Always great to hear what Bruce are doing, and yourself as well, Joe. So congratulations. See you soon. Okay, so here we go. Yep, okay, you can see me. Brilliant. So the final award today recognizes the strength of community and the work done by more individuals than a list. The industry is fortunate to have so many passionate people, and so often people do become absorbed and enamored by this technology, but it's not unheard of to hear it referred to as addictive manufacturing. Now, the nominees in this category represent the breadth and encouraging newcomers and hobbyists on their YouTube channels, building international networks, advocating lecturing in academia, or even heading up government-backed AM accelerators. These nominees are all outstanding examples of a passion for 3D printing. Welcome back. Right. So let's see. Do we have any people joining us from the nominees on screen? I don't know if we do or not. Yes, we do. Marvelous. Caught a few people having a quick celebration there, or depending what time of day, maybe it's breakfast. But thank you so much for taking the time and also staying with us all the way through the event today. I know it's been maybe slightly longer than we were expecting. It's been a few hiccups, but and some of you guys can probably give us a few tips actually on how to make make this a better show. But really, thank you. I do appreciate all the work that you do within the community and encouraging people, helping people, and it really it's just going to be a pleasure to work in this industry with people else in there. Anyway, without further ado, here is that final envelope. And the winner of the Community Advocates of the Year for the 2021 3D Printing Industry Awards is Intexa, aka Joel. Hello.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Joel.
First of all, this is for Joseph Prusa. Cheers.
That's an Irish beer.
Yes, it is. Joseph, I love your printers, especially the SL1. I don't want to go too much specific, but there's a lot of companies here that have motivated me to get into 3D printing for a long time. For example, Autodesk. I've been using Fusion 360 for a long, long time. I would love to thank Clayton from Uncle Jesse. This is 100% true. I've been using your PLA profile in Simplify 3D for years, and it works perfectly. I would like to thank 3DPI for nominating me for this award. And most of all, I would like to thank all my subscribers for the support, for voting in me, because without them, this would never be possible. And most important of all, I think, is tomatoes are disgusting.
On that note, yes, thank you very much for attending today, and thank you for bringing your wonderful subscribers over to watch the show as well. I think the chat has been quite lively with them there.
Thank you so much, Michael.
I'll see you soon, I hope. Thank you. Okay, so there we go. That is it. Thank you so much for everyone who joined us today. Congratulations to all the winners. Big congratulations to everyone who was on the shortlists as well. I mean, given that we're now in a much larger industry than we were 5 years ago when we started this event, even making it onto the shortlists is pretty phenomenal given the amount of competition out there. So well done for all of that. We will bring the trophies to Frankfurt for Formnext. Those trophies are very kindly made by Protolabs, so you can look forward to getting your hands on those. And finally, I'd also like to thank the team here at 3DPI. So in front of the cameras today, you've seen Oscar, Paul, and Haley, but also the work behind the scenes from Kubi, Mona, Mile, and Paul. It really is a pleasure to work with all of you and see 3DPI going from strength to strength with you as part of the team. So on that note, thank you everybody for joining, and we shall see you hopefully at an event in very near future. Good night.